The flight of Soaring Feather, high in the rugged mountains, where the skies stretched endlessly and the winds whispered ancient secrets, there lived a majestic eagle named Soaring Feather. With golden feathers that shimmered in the sunlight and eyes as sharp as the mountain peaks, Soaring Feather was known as the king of the skies. He had spent his entire life flying over the vast lands below, from the deep valleys to the endless forests, watching over the creatures that called the wilderness home. But even though he could fly higher and faster than any other bird, Soaring Feather felt something missing in his heart. The stories his elders had passed down spoke of an ancient challenge that only the bravest eagles dared to take: the flight of the spirit winds. It was said that eagles who completed this journey would be granted the wisdom of the wind and the strength of the earth, connecting them to the world in ways beyond their wings. One crisp morning, as the first rays of sunlight touched the mountaintops, Soaring Feather stood on the highest cliff, his heart racing with excitement. "It's time," he whispered to himself. He had made his decision to undertake the flight of the spirit winds and discover his true purpose. The journey wouldn't be easy. The winds were strong and unpredictable, and many eagles before him had tried and failed. But Soaring Feather wasn't afraid. He spread his wings wide, feeling the cool mountain breeze ruffle his feathers, and with a powerful leap, he soared into the sky. As he flew higher, the familiar lands of the mountains and forests disappeared beneath him, replaced by thick clouds and a boundless blue sky. The wind whistled in his ears, and for a while, it felt peaceful, like any other flight. But then, just as he reached the highest point in the sky, the winds shifted. A strong gust slammed into him, sending him tumbling through the air. Soaring Feather flapped his wings with all his might, trying to steady himself, but the wind was relentless, tossing him around like a leaf in a storm. "I can do this," he reminded himself, determination surging through him. He focused, pulling his wings in tight, and dived straight into the heart of the storm. Inside the storm, everything was chaos. The sky was dark, and lightning flashed around him. But Soaring Feather didn't panic. He remembered the stories his elders had told him. The wind is not your enemy. It is your guide. Trusting his instincts, he let the wind carry him, feeling its rhythm, its strength. Soon, the storm began to ease, and he found himself gliding smoothly through the clouds once more. As the storm cleared, Soaring Feather spotted something incredible: a vast, hidden valley below, filled with lush greenery and sparkling rivers. He had never seen this place before, and he realized that only those who braved the spirit winds could reach it. Soaring Feather swooped down into the valley, landing gently on a tall tree. The air was warm and still, and the valley was teeming with life. Birds of all kinds sang in the trees, and deer grazed peacefully by the river. But the most amazing thing was the feeling that washed over him: peace. It was then that a voice, soft and wise, spoke to him. "Welcome, Soaring Feather." He looked around but saw no one. The voice continued, "You have proven yourself worthy. The flight of the spirit winds is not about strength or speed, but about trust, trusting the wind, trusting yourself, and trusting the path you are meant to follow." Soaring Feather stood tall, listening intently. "I understand now," he said. "It wasn't the storm I had to conquer. It was my own doubts." The voice replied, "Exactly. You are connected to the winds, to the earth, and to all life. Remember this, and you will always find your way." With that, the voice faded, and Soaring Feather spread his wings once more. He took flight, soaring high above the valley, feeling lighter and freer than ever before. As he glided on the gentle breeze, he knew his journey wasn't over. It had only just begun. From that day forward, Soaring Feather flew not just as a king of the skies, but as a protector and guide. He taught the younger eagles about the spirit winds and helped creatures of the valley when they were lost or in need. His heart was full, and his spirit soared as high as his wings. And so, the legend of Soaring Feather grew, a reminder to all that the greatest journeys are not just about the destination, but about the trust and wisdom gained along the way.